fat stuff. It's the bigger fat stuff. Bigger facts. It's the bigger fat stuff. Hey, it's the bigger fat stuff. Hey, it's the bigger facts. Bigger facts. We ain't even playing together. It's the bigger fat stuff. Hey, it's the bigger fat stuff. Come on, it's the bigger facts. It's the bigger facts. It's the bigger fat stuff. It's the bigger fat stuff. Come on, it's the bigger fat stuff. It's the bigger facts. It's the bigger facts. It's the bigger fat stuff. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Absolutely.
Hello, hello, hello. Greetings to my family and friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bigger Facts. I am going to hold for a few moments to allow everyone to join us. I pray that you all had a wonderful day, great evening, and hopefully dinner is made and you don't have to be slaving in the kitchen at this time. Hi, my baby. How are you? My husband. I can't get enough of my husband. He is so awesome and so wonderful to me. Hello, my sister, Treese Taylor. How are you? Good evening, Angelia. Hey, my sister. It was lovely meeting you face to face finally. Oh my gosh, it was such an emotional time seeing her. She had me in tears because I got to embrace her, and it was so awesome. I love you. I'm so happy you showed up. It was awesome. So I'm going to give a few more moments for everyone to join in, for everyone to come on, and hopefully, I hope the show is a blessing to everyone. I'm excited for those who've missed my husband's book signing. It was awesome. It was amazing. We had a wonderful time. It was, my husband said we both were crybabies, Angela. Oh my goodness. I'm glad to know that you're doing well, Sister Treese. I'm so happy to hear from you as well. Stop it, baby. We were not crybabies. He is forever clowning me because I can't be a crybaby when I meet people that I really love and really embrace because I am true about everything that I do. So yes, forgive us for being crybabies, honey. So anyway.
The truth.
He really can't. I think he was a little teary too because he got to meet someone that we both love. Hello, Mother. How are you? Hello, my cousin Ashley. I'm happy that you're on here as well. But yes, we had an awesome time. And if you still would like to order the book, my husband's email is on his page, Facebook page. And what you can do is send him your name and phone number, address, and we can get that book to you. The cost of the book is only $20. And trust me and believe that book will change your life. It will teach you a lot of things about yourself, patience, and change. More so change. And that's something we all need in our lives. And so, yes. So I guess I will get started because I was trying to give people a few more moments because this is going to be a fantastic show. Things that a lot of us deal with in our life. So we're going to get started. And I'm happy that you guys are here with me on Bigger Facts. I am Lady Lisa Flangan, your host, sponsored by Futures World, a residential and commercial cleaning company. Schedule today for your free estimate, and we will be right there. So with that being said, hello, my friend Tawana is here. Hello, lady. How are you? I'm glad that she's here as well. Always supportive. She's always supportive of what I do as well. So with that being said, so like I said, if you want to schedule your free cleaning today, please do so. You see the card is there, Futures World, your phone number, the email address, everything is there. Schedule for your free cleaning today. Estimate, not free cleaning, free estimate. Let's not say free cleaning. Come on, y'all know better. So if I made that mistake, please forgive me. Don't call me saying, hey, you said free clean on your show. I have a whole attic, basement, backyard, everything need to be clean for I want my free cleaner. So don't do that to me. Hello, my son. Demetrius Nelson is on. Hello, my son. How are you? I love Demetrius. He is like I call him my son, but he's a grown man. Trust me. He's in his, I don't want to tell your age, but yeah. Right, Mom. Slip of the lip. Exactly. Because business will be booming for anything free. You know that. You know how people are. So anyway, with that being said, like I said, I have to shout out to my husband. I love my husband. He's amazing. He's such a wonderful, awesome man of God. He's a great husband, father, son. I can't give enough kudos to my husband. Someone who loves me, and to know that it's real and it's not for show. It's not pretending. When you have that kind of love, it's amazing and it's beautiful, and it will always keep you happy. Hello, Pastor White, how are you? I'm happy to see you. Yes. But I can't say enough about him. So if you experience that type of love, you would know it's nothing. It's nothing that you can, there's no faking, no joking. It's nothing. I love him. I can't express that enough. And it seemed like I should be saying something bigger than love, but that's the most powerful word there is love. So yes. With that being said, I have to thank Marcus, Mixed Station Radio. I thank you, Marcus. I have to give you that. If it wasn't for him, who knows where I'd be right now. But I thank him for being here with me, going through this with me. So yes, Marcus, kudos. Give hand claps to Marcus. Yes. So with that being said, so my show consists of today. How many of you have gone through meeting the perfect guy? At least you thought he was the perfect guy. He was your everything. You went on several dates. He treated you like a queen. He made everything seem like it was roses. You had no red flags. It's like it was just getting better and better each and every day. It was nothing that you can pinpoint that was wrong with him. Nothing. Or her, because we're going to say him or her. And then boom, you say, yes, it's time for my man or my woman to meet my best friend or friends. I want them to meet. I want them to get along. I want us to be able to do things together. We travel together. I want all these things to start taking place. And then all of a sudden they meet and you find out your partner do not like your friends. He doesn't even like your best friend, the one who's been there with you for 20, 30 years. He cannot stand the sight of them. Every time they come around, he just has this look on his face. And you're trying to figure out, well, what's wrong? What's the problem? And he feels like, I don't want you hanging around this friend anymore, or your friends. Or she's telling her mate, I don't want you hanging around him anymore. I don't like him. I don't like how he comes around and you change. You're not that same person. And he probably feels, I don't like your friends because they're bad influences over you. What do you do? What do you do when your significant other, your partner, the one you fell madly in love with, tell you they no longer want you to be around those friends anymore? Do you make that decision and like, okay, all right, baby, I will stop being around them. I will just do whatever you need me to do. This is how it's going to be. I mean, that's a tricky situation. You should not just make rash decisions like that. And I've known people who made rash decisions to just end the friendship, no matter how that friend has been there, help you pay bills, help you with your children. They help you through a lot in your life. You've been in ups and in different relationships that failed. They help pick you back up. I mean, it's so many things that they have done. And all of a sudden, your significant other tell you, I don't want you seeing them anymore. How would that make you feel? I mean, that will make my heart just drop to my stomach, knowing my friend, my best, my love, my everything does not want me to be friends anymore with someone who has been there for me. So now you have to decide, Wow. So now I can't bring them together right now because I have to figure out what makes it, why doesn't he like them? Number one, what is the issue that he have with them? Yes, Mom, you're right. You would first need to have a discussion. Absolutely. You have to talk about it and ask him why. What is it? What is the problem? What is it about my friends that you do not like? That's something you really have to come out and ask this person and see if he had any real reasons for not liking them. And don't just come off and just go back and forth. Hear what he has to say. Hear everything that he has to say before you make any decisions. Yes, Mom. Communication. You have to communicate and figure out what's the reason. And see if he had a valid reason. Maybe he think they're bad influence. They have bad influence over you. Maybe he feels that, when you're with them, you're not yourself. You're not the woman that I met. Or maybe she feels the same way. They're taking you to different clubs, meeting other women, taking you out to do. Maybe those are discussions that you have to have with your significant other. Don't just, or maybe could they be controlling? Could they just be controlling and want you to themselves? Maybe that's one of the reasons. Maybe it's some jealousy behind it. And if it is, guess what? You better look long and hard and don't sleep on that, because if it's a jealousy and he only want you to himself, that's a major problem. To me, I will put down the flag and I'll start running. I will make a run for it because I'm not going to be in a controlling relationship. That is something you should not. But then again, like I said, maybe he feels that the friends that you hang with, you spend too much time, more time with them than you do me, or maybe she feels that when you hang out more with your friends, the fellas, than you spend time with me. And then that's something that you can easily fix, because you should be spending more time with your significant other, not just you can still be with your girlfriends, but you still have to make time for him as well. And that is something that's very easy for us to talk about and say, okay, baby, you're right. Let us go out on dates. Let us do A, B, and C. And then if you're married and your friends are single, I'm not saying put away your single friends, but you have to understand where you're going, where they're inviting you to. You have to decide, is that worth my marriage? My friends are single and they want a club every weekend. Every chance they get, they want to invite me to the club. Why are you going? Why can't you, as a married woman, take your girls and say, hey, we can do brunch. We can do a nice, afternoon, Applebee's, Fridays, wherever y'all want to go. But that late night, I'm sorry, I don't think a married woman should be in a club with a bunch of single females every night. That's wrong, because you wouldn't want him to do it to you. And fellas, you don't want your woman doing it either. So guess what? You have to think about that too. Treat her the way you want to be treated, and he should, and vice versa. You guys have to treat each other the way you want to be treated. Now, what my husband say? What if there are personality clashes? My friend might be way too obnoxious. How do we meet in the middle? First of all, I think you should try to go out, at least try to go out together, and maybe you guys can talk about it. And bring the light to the table and hear each other and see what the problem is that he may have with her or she may have with him. Because it could be a misunderstanding somewhere along the line, because you don't know everything. His friend could be going through something and that's why he's there. She could be going through something and that's why her best friend is there. You will never know, but these are things that you have to communicate. You have to talk about these things. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Yes. And she says, yes, we have to keep a line of communication open. Most definitely. Keep it all in prayer. Absolutely. Yes, baby. We know you're in the club. Yes. I'm your bottle girl. Yes. My name is Lady Lisa. I am a bottle girl here at our address for my hubby. Yes, I am. So anyway, so I think we should give it some time, talk to our best friend and see if maybe because sometimes people think that they're helping out so much that you can be, okay, let's say hypothetically, I know someone who's going through a similar situation now. And say hypothetically, you've been there the whole entire time, ups and downs, taking care of this, taking care of that, paying bills for them, doing A, B, and C. A man comes along in the picture, or a woman, and you're still doing A, B, and C. because that man is not able to do everything that you're doing at the moment. So my question, I think my philosophy for this is, do you stop doing everything that you're doing for your best friend and let the man take over? Do you allow him to come in and handle his responsibilities, or do you continue to do what you're doing and knowing that you probably can do more? Do you think that you could be showing out? Do you think that you can be showing out knowing that it's hurting him, and that's what can make him dislike you? Sometimes we have to step back and look at the picture. If you know he doesn't like you because of what you're doing, then maybe you should take a time out, step back, and let your best friend see where this is going to go with her relationship. If this is the man she chose, you have to step back. You can't keep coming in, taking responsibilities that should now shift over to him. You have to step back. Now, if she's asking you, that's a different story. He cannot get mad at you. She cannot get mad at him. You have to address your significant other. You have to. Don't just get mad at her if the best friend is asking. My mom says, I agree with you. Respect each other. Married men or women should not be hanging out all night with their significant others. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. My hubby says, real talk, is it fair to cut off someone that has been your friend prior to your significant other? There should be a proper introduction, and a friendship should have boundaries as no interference. Okay, I can't see everything that he's saying. To interfere with the relationship. Absolutely. Now, on that, I think that there should be, I believe that there should be boundaries with that. I don't think you should cut off your best friend who's been there for you for 10, 15, 20 plus years. I don't think you should just cut them off. And you have to make him understand why you can't cut them off, because they've been there for you through thick and thin, through so much that you probably don't even have to explain everything to him of why they've been there, but he needs to understand, and he needs to be sincere and hear your heart. Look, they've been here. I'm not going to cut them off just because you don't like them. But you have to have a why don't you like them? Explain to me, what is it about her that you don't like? Explain that to me, because I really need you to explain, because you just can't say, okay, I don't like your friends. I don't want you hanging out with them no more. That's the end of it. And you're going to say, okay. Would you just say okay to that? Because I wouldn't. Honestly, I would not just say, I'd be like, look, honey, let's talk about this. I would talk to my friend, because she doesn't have a problem with you. My best friend has no problems with you, but you have problems with her. Or vice versa. If she doesn't like you, I would have to ask my best friend, explain to me why you don't like my significant other. Because it can switch around at any given moment. Tell me why. I want to know why you don't like my this is my man. This is who I love. This is who I want to be with, spend my life with. What is it about him? Now, if you tell me some things, it's not like I'm going to take your word for it, but I'll be watchful. You have to be watchful, and you can just listen, but that doesn't mean you're going to take their advice. But you're going to have to listen with your ears, open your eyes, and make sure what they're saying isn't true. And vice versa. If your man is telling you something about your friends, like, I feel like they're just taking you to places you have no business. I feel like they influencing you to do things I don't like. And this is not how you were when I met you. And now all of a sudden, here you are, you're this person because you hang out with them. No, I want you to stay the same all the time. I don't want you to flip-flop and be something else with your friends in the streets. And then you come home to me and want to play this innocent woman. But you can't do that. You definitely can. You have to. My sister Angelia, sometimes that significant other may see something you don't see. Exactly. That's why you have to listen. Don't try to defend everything. Just listen and just tell him or her, okay, I hear what you're saying. I don't see that, but I will be very watchful for what you're saying, because I would never have friends that would disrespect my relationship. I would never have that in my life. My husband, what if you're being mistreated by your significant other and your friends don't like it because they see it as a form of abuse? Exactly. I mean, and see, that's another thing. Friends will see that, and they will tell you when you're taking advantage of it. But sometimes we turn a blind eye because we don't want to see that, because we feel like We need that love. We want that. We need somebody in our life. And women, and a lot of men and women have a tendency of turning a blind eye to these actions because they don't want to be by themselves. You seem like you're desperate for someone to love you. You don't need no one to love you in an abusive relationship because that's not love. That is not love. You have to love yourself. And if your friends are trying to show you this and tell you, sometimes just listen and pay attention, because you have relationships that men will pull you from your family, not just your best friends, but your family too. You may want to go see your mom. Now, we're not going to see your mom today. He dictates to you when you get to go see your parents. There are people who don't even get to see their parents anymore, and they are in relationships like this. So how do you correct that? I want to know, how do you feel about someone telling you that you can't go see your own parents? This is not sleeping with the enemy. I'm not doing that. We're not going to have that. I have to be able to, you still have to have freedom to move. You do. You can't just hold me in a bubble and tell me when I can move and when I can't move. We're not going to do that. And I know women that's going through that right now. They're in a bubble and they're being controlled. And sometimes they don't even realize that they're being controlled. But you are. So you wake up. My friend Gracie. Hey, Gracie, how are you? And she stated, and knowing they both love you, being your husband and your best friend, they each will respect your wishes, and your husband will respect your friendship, and your best friends will respect your relationship. Absolutely. Because you don't, guess what? If they can't get along, don't try to force them to get along. But what you can do is spend time with your friends, especially if they're great, true friends, and not trying to pull you into something you have no business in, or trying to steer you a different direction. Knowing, because some friends do get jealous of your relationship. They do. They will try to destroy it because they want you to themselves. And you have some friends like that. And it's sad to say, but if they're your true friends and they know he's a great man, they will be rooting for you along the way. He's a great man. They will not try to steer you to hang out in clubs. Girl, you have a great man at home who's waiting for you. He's doing these things. He's making sure home is good. Don't destroy it by hanging out with your best friends, because we're single and we're going to be out here and we're going to be mingling. We're going to wear the little party dresses, party, whatever. And we're going to have a great time. Girl, you have to come out. It's going to be guys there. It's going to be this. Why? Why do they have to tell you it's going to be guys there? They should not even be speaking to you in that language. You're no longer single. You are a married woman. You're engaged. But don't let your friends pull you away. And if they start to do that, then maybe you need to start thinking who your real friends are. Same thing. My cousin Angie, hey, cuz. She said, friends and family both will seek to destroy your relationship. Yes, they will. They will do that. But you have to determine who is real and who is not, who's for you, who's rooting for you, or who wants to pull you down. You can have girlfriends right now in relationships right now, and their relationship is toxic. So they want to make yours toxic. They want you to see their relationship and try to see mistakes in your relationship. It's not going to work. Just because your relationship is flawed, don't try to make it mine. Don't try to put your relationship issues on my relationship. Don't. And then sometimes women will turn, oh, you know what? My man did the same thing to me. I wonder if that's what he's doing. Or even fellas. They will be talking to, sometimes fellas will go behind your back and start talking to your woman because they know she's a great woman. Trust me. People will start coming, oh, wow, that's messed up that he treating you like that. I would never treat you like that if you was mine. I'd be home every night. I mean, shoot, it wouldn't be me. It happens all the time. And I've heard conversations. I know people that say they're not rooting for you. They want to destroy what you have. But you better best believe if they're for you, they're going to love you. They're going to push you. They're going to make sure you're good, you're great. And if they try to make you make a decision and try to make you choose, guess what? Maybe you need to look at them. Maybe you need to look at those friends. Don't allow no one, especially when you know, and you're not turning a blind eye to what's really happening in front of you. When you know you have something great and your friends try to make you choose, or he tries to make you choose, and those friends have been really take a look, reevaluate the situations, see is it a real, what he's saying is true, what they're saying is true, and if not, guess what? It'll be a quick decision that can be made, because either some jealousy issues, some controlling issues, because some men, they do get jealous. They do. And some females, they get jealous. They want to hang around you 24/7. They want to know who's on your phone, why you on your phone so much. And that's another thing. When you with your significant other, you should not be on your phone after 10, 11 o'clock at night. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing on there? You have a whole significant other sitting right there in front of you. Your husband is right there with you, and your wife is right there walking around in her little thongs, bikini, whatever she walks around in, and you on your phone. I don't get that. I don't get that. I feel like if you got that at home, why is the phone more important than what's right there in front of you, walking around trying to get your attention? You know, I wouldn't. No. Yes. My mom says that's why you can't confide in everyone. Absolutely, Mom. I agree. I definitely agree. Yes, Gracie, they do become controlling, and women too. I've seen it I see it almost every day. I see it almost every day where relationships are controlled, and people don't understand. You can't control someone to be with you or control them to stay with you. Those are things you can't do. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to take calls, but please, I'm going to ask you, keep your calls short. Give me only 60 seconds. Don't, because everyone wants to get a chance to call in and discuss this. So tell me, if it happened to you, what was the outcome? What did you do? And let's leave it. And what was the end result? So 60 seconds. Who do I have on the line?
Hi, baby. This is Danny Domingo. Hello.
Oh, my God.
Danny Domingo. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Domingo. How are you?
I'm good, honey. I just want to say, first of all, this is a great topic. I love your show because you bring a lot of enlightenment to relationships. I have 60 seconds, so I'll be very brief. I think that friendships and relationships should be prioritized and not competition. I think one of the problems is in society is that we have too many people competing. If I'm with you, there's no competition. My friendship should not be competing with my relationship. It should be prioritized. So I think that, and now let me just say, I'm so glad that you don't have any friends that I don't like. Thank God. I like all the friends you have. So thank God that's really not our issue. Praise God. But just to shed some. Thank God. Now, Gracie Brown, I like you. Tawana, I like you. So I just wanted to say, hand clap for that. I just want to say, great topic. I love you. But again, if we can prioritize relationships and friendships versus competing, that's all I wanted to say.
Yes, thank you, baby. Yes. Absolutely. So I agree with that. It shouldn't be competition. No, it should be no competition with your relationship with your friends and your significant other. If there's competition, maybe you need to communicate with them and see what's the problem? What's going on? What's happening? Why are we going through this? What is it about her or what is it about him? Now, Sheila Moore, how are you? She said, I had this happen to me. My friend's husband got caught cheating. It was brought to my attention. I did not say anything because I did not witness it. He told her something and she felt conflicted. I gotta pull this up. I can't see it all. She felt, okay, that's in the way. I can't see. Hold on one second. And I stepped back because I love her. I was her matron of honor. I lost respect for her husband, and I told her up front. It caused a shift in our friendship, but it was better. It wasn't bitter. Sometimes you have to realize when your season is up. Absolutely. Wow. That's unfortunate. But if you know, I wonder if you knew as the best friend, if you knew the husband was cheating, do you think it's your responsibility to tell her? I want to know. Or do you just step back and just step away? I wonder. I'm just curious of what you think. Do you think it'd be your obligation to tell her, hey, and say you actually saw it, but it's your word against his? Call me now. I want to know. Tell me, would you be that one to step up and say, hey, your man is cheating? Tell me. Please call in. I have to hear these answers. I really want to know what people would say. Now,
you can't handle the truth.
Right. I went through a situation where a friend of mine, well, we were friends. We're no longer friends. And her man called me on my job. We worked together, but her man called my extension. He called the receptionist area and got my extension and asked to speak to me. And when I picked up my phone, to make a long story short, and I answered the phone, blah, 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 where I worked at, said my name, and he was like, hello, Miss Lisa. I'm like, who's this? And when he said who he was, I immediately told him, do not call I said, can I help you? Because her birthday was coming up. At first, I automatically thought he wanted to, do a surprise birthday party or something on the job. So I said, okay. So I said, how can I help you? It wasn't about the birthday party. It was about taking me out. I hung up, told him. Yeah.
Just 1 minute.
Yes. I told him, he better not ever call my job phone again. I went straight to her. I told her what happened. And guess what? She didn't believe me. She did not believe me. She went with what he said. I was jealous. I just wanted to be with him. He would have never done that to her. So our friendship ended because I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm your friend. We've been friends for a very long time. I think my son probably was like 5 years old, and now he's 29. We were friends for a very long time, and our friendship ended because she didn't want to believe me. He said I was jealous. I was just trying to come between them. And unfortunately, it was bad because I was like, it saddened me because we was friends for so long. We didn't get into an argument or anything. We just basically just stopped talking. And we worked together. We worked together. And it was sad. And I'm like, wow, I'm your friend. This is some dude you've been only known for 3 months. And you took his word over mine. Oh my gosh. I was happy that you met someone. I was excited that she met someone. But now our friendship just went away just like that. So it was sad. But okay, but I was being the friend. So, okay. I'm just saying, but do you see what I mean? If I tell you what's happening, you still don't want to believe me, and it ends our friendship. So that's why I want to know, would you guys really tell your friend that the man is doing something out of order? Would you really tell him? My husband, he wanted a party, all right, but it wasn't with your friend. You know what? You get on my nerves. Too late, buddy. Those juicy fruit shorts belong to me. You are so ridiculous. Rhonda, thank you, Rhonda. Good for you, Lisa, because a real friend would do that. Thank you. Yes. And that's what I thought. I thought a real friend would do that. Friends like that, Debbie Jones, friends like that who needs enemies. Exactly. You're right. So I felt like she was really never my friend after that. Hello, my son. Pastor Coker is on. Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it. Yes, Rhonda, I would too. Tanika, hey, my sister, how are you? It was better to part ways with her because he would have continually filled her head with lies about you. And yes, he actually did. And guess what happened at the end? They were no longer together with it. I mean, basically, he robbed her. He set her up to be robbed and then left her. But yet she broke our friendship for this. I don't know what else to say. After that, I was like, wow, she called me. She told me what happened. I told her, I'm sorry what happened, but we can no longer be friends after that because you didn't trust me. You didn't trust me. Moms, well, what's in will come out. Exactly. I mean, that went too fast. Come in and he would do it again. Yes, I would tell them. Yes. Yes. Okay. So mom says she would tell Tawana. I would want to know Don't have me out there looking all crazy in love and he doing other things. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't want to look stupid either. I'm a pit thing. I have this love of my life. I'm on his arm, cheesing, smiling, and my best friend standing there looking at me like, you dodo bird. You have no idea. But why wouldn't you tell me? Why wouldn't you tell me? I mean, because you know who your true friends are. You know the jealous ones. You know them. Because they always reveal themselves. Girl, how he doing? I guess y'all doing good now, huh? You always know the sound in their voices. Yeah, girl, well, you know what? I don't know. Just don't move too fast. But you have those girlfriends that would tell you that. Yeah, I know. Well, it's good now, but you always have those friends that will come out and start talking to you like that. That's what they do if they're not for your relationship, or they feel like now someone stepped in and now they're taking some of my time away. What's wrong with that? They're happy. Let your relationship be happy. Let them be happy. You would want her to be happy for you. I feel like if love is there and it's genuine and you see how he treats her, he's doing things for her that you never see any other man do for her. Come on, give it a chance. Give her a chance. Try to talk about it. Like, yeah, I'm happy for you. I am happy for you. Just, make sure. Don't rush into it too fast, but just make sure, because I would love for him to be the right one for you. And that's the advice that I give my friends. When I know my friends been through some things, this is what I would tell them. I am definitely happy that you met someone. Take a little time. It's only been 2 weeks. Don't jump too fast. Don't rush. Get to know him, because their representative is there. So wait till that representative disappear, because you have to get to know him. Don't do it to yourself. Just wait. Be patient. If he's yours, he's yours. You don't have to do anything crazy to make him yours. He's going to be there. If he loves you and wants you, he's there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And your friends will see that. Not that he has to go around and prove himself, or she has to prove herself, but you will know. If they all can get along, come together, kumbaya, all that great stuff, that's great. But don't let anyone interfere with what you have going on. It can be a wonderful thing. And you can allow someone to come in and crash it real quickly. And you don't want to do that. Love is beautiful. I know, because I have it. I'm so happy. I know. I'm sorry, but I am. I mean, it's the best. But seriously, call me. I want to hear if anyone else would tell their best friend. Or, what if your man tell you that he don't like your friend because she sleep around with too many men? Every time I see her, she got a different man. What happens if your man tell you that? Would you still stop being friends with her because he says that? What would that have to do with him? I want to know. Tell me. Let me know. Yes, our favorite neighbor is on. Yes, Rhonda. So tell me if he tells you this, she got too many men. Every time I see her, she with a different man. Every time we go out, she got a different man. And he tell you, I don't want you being friends with her. Would you stop being friends? I want to know. Call me. Tell me your thoughts. Because I'm wondering if my friend, that doesn't mean I have to go out with her when she have her men with her. Maybe her and I can just go to brunch. What she do in her personal life is none of my business, as long as I'm not included in it. Long as he's not bringing a friend along, that has nothing to do with me. My man is there. If we going on double dates, it's you and I. It's not you, me, him, and her. It's you and I, her and him, and he should know she's married. She's not playing no games unless you decide to send some little signals out there. He got a friend. Well, I don't mind meeting new friends, but he got to know I'm married. How many of y'all have said that? Because I've heard that. Trust me. Well, there's nothing wrong with being friends. I don't agree. I'm sorry. You don't need no new friends. You have friends already. You have your husband, your significant other. That's your best friend. You don't need to go out there making any new friends. I'm sorry. I just don't believe in getting new phone numbers. And you sitting out here saying, hey, you're talking to this person. What are you talking to them for? It's no business. There's no business involved. If you're not signing contracts to make things happen, you don't need new friends. I'm sorry. I just don't see my hubby coming to me saying, "Oh yeah, I met this woman today. Her name is Tijuana. I told her that I'm a pastor and she can call me anytime." No, she can't. No, she can't. I'm sorry. That's what I'm here for. That's what Pastor Helen is here for. That's what Deacon Danielle is for. We're for that. No, unless we're together ministering to her together. But no, I just don't see it. No, I agree, my baby. I really want a woman to call in because I must know. Do you all get jealous when guys have more fun with their friends and not, Really? I do not get. I know I don't get mad if you're out there having fun with your friends. No, I will not. So nope. Need to find out what is his concerns in the friend's business. Exactly. My sister Danielle, exactly, sis. No new friends for what? Absolutely. Absolutely. And my ladies agree. Gracie, we all agree. This is how we really feel. My husband, of course, I met this woman named Betty Crocker and she make a mean cake. I can't.
I am delivered.
I'm not. No. We're not gonna say she makes some mean cakes, because I know cakes in Baltimore means a totally different thing. Y'all look at women butts as cakes, so I don't want to hear about Betty Crocker at all. So stop it. So no, we're not doing that. She's not making no cakes for you. So no. Yes, Angela, isn't he? Clown. So anyway, women, please give me a call. Tell me what you think. Would you end your friendship with your friend if your man don't like her, and if he don't have good grounds to say, hey, stop the friend? I want to know, what do you think? Men, same thing with you. If your woman tell you, I don't want you hanging with your boys anymore because y'all do too much, you come in the house all hours of the night. No, I want to know. Tell me, what do you think? What would you do? What would you do if that was your case? Talk to me, because I know me. If my husband didn't say, hypothetically, although I know he loved my friends, but hypothetically, if he did not like my friends, I would talk to him. I would communicate with him. I would ask him and see what the issues are. And then I would see if it's logic and I need to hear and do what he asks. It depends. If my friends has been there for me for years and years, I don't know what I would do. So I have a caller. Who's on the line? Talk to me.
Hello, First Lady. This is your mother. Hello, Pastor Helen Flangan. How are you this evening?
I'm good, Mom.
Okay, for my 60 seconds, I just want to say that we as married couples, we have to uphold our integrity. Sometimes it's not you personally, but sometimes if your friends are not walking in the same limelight as you are, and walking with the integrity, and they want to be wild and out there, sometimes you just have to let them go, because you have to hold a standard. You have to, not be out there making yourself look bad. And then sometimes we have to deal with these women who don't have any integrity. They think that they should be able to call your husband and have conversations. No. Why are you calling my husband? You need some girlfriend of your own to call. I don't care if you're a pastor. I don't care if you're a pastor. No, you need to stop calling them. Mm-hmm. You're not calling talking to me. You're calling talking to my husband. That's unacceptable, and it needs to stop. Because it may not be a sexual thing, but anything that takes your eyes off of God and makes you more attracted to them, even if it's only conversation, it's not good, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for them, it's not healthy for your relationship. So I just think that we have to, the word says, don't let your good be evilly spoken of. So if we're going to walk good, and we're going to look good, we got to make sure God looks good with as well. So that's my take on it. Sometimes you just got to, like I said, sometimes when the relationships are done and over with, I start calling digress. Don't continue to to talk to them as much. You know, and then until the relationship is over with. And you don't have to hurt them. You just don't talk to them as much. You don't go out as much. Well, I'm going to get married. Let me tell you this. My husband is my best friend. We do everything together. And when we do things together, we've always done it with married couples to keep a healthy relationship. That's right. It always works. Well, marriages work. But you still got to work on it to make you look good, make God look good, and keep everybody out your business. And I'm ending with that. Keep, especially your friends, keep them out of your business. My mother told me that a long time ago.
Absolutely. I agree. Words of wisdom. Here, moms, keep your friends and some of your family out of your business, because some of your family don't have your best interests at heart either. They don't like the person. They may not like the person you married, but guess what? You have to keep. I agree with Mom. I don't need my friends because he's a pastor calling him and I'm not knowing anything about it. You call me so I can see if my husband is available to take meetings and calls and whatever needs to be done, or we just do it. We're going to do it together. So no, I agree with that 100%. You should not be calling him on your own or inboxing him on your own, because to me, there's a respect level to that. We have another caller on the line. Who am I speaking with? 60 seconds or less.
Hi, my sister, Angelia.
Hi, Angelia. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. I was so happy to see you.
Yes, oh my goodness. It was a pleasure. It was a blessing, finally.
Yes, it was. Talk to me, my sister.
My quick 60 seconds. I agree with Pastor Helen. Also, I want to say, piggybacking off of that, that's just like when I had reached out to Pastor about a situation I was in, the first thing he said to me, call my wife. So that lets me know that, you know, I know if he did it with me, he did it with everybody else. Like, you're just not going to keep calling me. Yes, he's my pastor, but he let me know I also have a wife, and that's why when I email him or send him certain messages that I don't want, like, on social media, I always incorporate you in it as well, because you and I are not social media friends. So, you know, I honor that he respects you and loves you that much. And he said, also reach out to my wife.
Yes.
So that's what I wanted to say. That was my 50 seconds as far as that, because, you know, that right there just let me know what type of man he is.
Absolutely.
You know,
thank you so much. We love you.
Yes, most men, whether they're pastors or not, they're not going to, they'll keep talking to the woman, and the next you know, one thing will lead to the next. So, give a shout out to my pastor. The first thing he said, when I reached out to him about a situation, he said, reach out to my wife as well. And I said, no problem. So, that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Have a blessed
I love
evening.
you. Thank you so much. We have another caller on the line. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, this is Future. I just want to have my identity hidden right now, because there's a lot of women calling this line. This line is popping with females right now, and I just need to just talk on behalf of the bros. How do we address the fact that there are some couples who the women go out, have fun with their friends, the men go out, have fun with their friends, and they really don't care, whether they're married or engaged or whatever the case may be. But if it's a situation where the man wants to hang out with his friends and the woman has an issue with it, does that speak to insecurity, or does it just depend upon the couple?
That's a good question. First of all,
because there are some relationships where the women hang out with their girls, the guys don't mind. They'll say, see you whenever you come in, whatever, just see you when you come in. But why is it an issue with married couples or with some couples who feel like that's a problem? The man ain't cheating. The man don't want nothing. He ain't trying. You know, he just wants to have fun, and he knows that it's all about his woman at the end of the day. Why would the woman have an issue with that?
Well, number one, you have to realize, see, if we don't know everything that has happened in that relationship, because it could have been things that he has done. He could have done some things in that relationship that she hasn't truly gotten over. Maybe he comes in the house 5 a.m. when she's getting up to go to work. I don't know. I mean, it has to be a respect level of the time that they come in. You have to respect one another. I don't know. Again, maybe she's insecure when it comes to him. Maybe she have controlling issues. I don't know. Maybe, but like I said, if you don't know the full details in the relationship, it's kind of hard to say why she doesn't want him going out the way that he does. Maybe there was a reason. But if she's forgiving him, and she's still with him, then she's going to have to let him be able to go back out, especially if you say you trust him. You can't just keep him on the leash, but you forgave him. I'm not saying you forgot, but you've forgiven him. So you have to be able to say, okay, I forgive you, but if this happens again, I don't know what she would do. But I don't think it's fair that if she can do it, he can't do it. I don't think that's fair. You have to, I mean, I don't know if she has, insecurity issues, because some women do. Some women, it's okay with them doing what they do. But if you're a nice looking man, some women, they like, I want my man out there. There's too many little, desperate females out there, these little thirsty women out there that be all over my man. But see, that's your man who should be able to handle himself and control himself when he's out there. He know what he has at home. Now, if that's an issue for you, then maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship if you feel like you can't trust him out there, or that's a personal, but you have to think about it, talk about it. And if he know he's done something, I don't know. Because even with one of my best friends, Ann, her husband go on fishing trips with the fellas. She go on trips with her girlfriends. I mean, they trust one another. So I don't know. Maybe it's something that happened. I have no idea. But I think if the trust there has to be trust there. If there's no trust there, the relationship is not going to work. Go to counseling, do something to try to work through these issues. I don't know. My mom, she says, I think it depends upon the couple. I know women who take trips with their girlfriends and the husband doesn't have a problem with it. But you take the chance of him being alone too much. And there are desperate women on the prowl. Yes, there definitely. And there's a handful of them that I know that are desperate women. And we have conversations and dialogues, and I will tell them where they're wrong. You are wrong. And it makes me feel like I can't trust you around my husband, because I see the messiness that you do with other people's relationships. So you will never get to be around my husband. Not saying that my husband would, do anything to entertain you, but I'm not going to put that in his way either. Ron, my neighbor, she says every relationship is different. What's good for one relationship may not be good for the other. At the end of the day, it's about respect and respect. Absolutely. Debbie Jones, no trust, no relationship. My husband, Future, I'm gonna call him Future. What about these girls' trips to Vegas? Fellas are like, cool, see you when you return. But when the guys say, okay, baby, we head to Mexico and it's World War III.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold just 1 minute.
My son, Pastor Coker, should men do when and if only they depend on the men? Should men do what that if they only depend on the men? I'm not really understanding the question there.
That is a typo.
Yeah, I'm not really okay. My son, can you write that, because I think it's a typo in there somewhere. I'm not really understanding the question, so I can give you your answer to that. Look at my baby cousin. Hello, Ree. Every year I take a trip with my girls. My husband takes a trip with the guys. We take a couples trip and a family trip. It's healthy. I think it's up to the man. Wait a minute. I think it's up to the man if put in that situation to respect his home first. Home comes first. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think that there should be a problem if we take a weekend trip or, and your husband knows where you are. Don't go one, because you know what? People get caught up like that. They say they somewhere and then an accident happened and you'll be like, well, what are you doing over that side of town? You told me you was going to be over here. So how did you get over there? So don't lie about where you're going. Please don't do that, because things happen. Trust me, I watch a lot of movies. Things happen. Accidents in the car and she's next to you. Well, who was the woman in the car with you? You didn't tell me that you had a woman in the car. Come on. Or vice versa. Well, who was the dude in the car with you? Come on. Let's not do this to everyone. Don't do that, because lies will get you caught up. Trust me, they will definitely get you caught up. So if you're going to be honest and true, be honest. You be that person. Be true to your home. Be true to your wife. Be true to your husbands. Nothing is worth losing that. The trust, the respect. If you turn around and lose that in your household, it will be impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible to rekindle that, but it's going to take a lot of work, because I can't see me sitting at home knowing what my husband did in the past and I decide to forgive him, and then all of a sudden, hey, babe, I'm going out. My mind is not going to be racing with, well, who is he going? Who's he going with? Is he going to be back with her? Is he still talking to her? I need to see his phone. Should I creep in his phone? Should I do? I can't live my life like that. And neither should you. Don't live your life wondering, because you'll make yourself sick. Don't do that. If he loves you, he respects you, and vice versa. If she loves and respects you, there will be no lies. There will be no cheating. If I'm not doing something to make you happy, talk to me about it. Before you jump out there, come home, talk to your wife, baby, I need you to be like this. I want you to just, can you just dress a little bit more sexy for me? I'm not going to be like, who you saying? Who you out there looking at that you want me to dress more sexy now? Because so some women mind, it's like that. It really is. So don't think that it's always about another woman because he wants you to do something. Maybe he just wants something a little different. Maybe my friend Rhonda, she says, I'm not a fan of girls trips and guys and girls nights out. But like I said, it's about the respect and trust. I just enjoy being with my husband, and that's who I'd rather travel. I'd rather travel with. Okay, like she said, each relationship is different. Some people don't want their men to go out because it is hard, because when you hear some men where I used to work, yeah, me and the fellas went to the DR, and it wasn't nothing nice. And every last one of y'all are married. And you was like, woo, them girls in the DR. And you're looking like, what? Are you really saying this? Aren't you married? Whew. Well, my it was a fellas trip. Yeah, okay. I hear a lot of guys talk about the DR when they go by themselves, and it's just the fellas. And y'all fellas know what I mean. Yeah, I'm putting y'all out there. So absolutely. So like you said, it depends on the relationship. My mom said sometimes you need a break, but make sure you're surrounded with the right people. Absolutely. You have to. The ones that's not going to let you do what you want. Girl, you know you're wrong. If you're going to do that after this, don't, to me, if you're going to do your husband wrong, and I know your husband is great to you and he's doing everything, you're a woman of God. You're supposed to have some integrity. Do what you know is right. I am not going to sit up here with you and allow you to do this. Do this on your own time when you're by yourself, but you're not going to do it when you're on a trip with me. That I will not allow. And if you do continue to do it while you're on the trip with me, guess what? I don't know how I'm going to feel about you once we get home. I'm not going to sit there and come around to your husband and y'all having dinner parties and I'm sitting there with you looking at knowing what you've done on with Sam, Bob, and Joe while we was over in Jamaica. No, Bob Marley and everybody else. No, I'm not going to sit up here and be smiling in your husband's face, because I probably wouldn't even come. And I will let you know why I didn't come. Because I can't put that mask on and pretend like you're such this great woman. And then sometimes you got the friends, well, how you know what he doing? Well, guess what? I don't. But right now, I know what you're doing. So, and that's how I feel about that. Debbie Jones, anything worth having is worth fighting for. I agree. Tawana, right? Sometimes You need a okay. That's what mom says. Debbie Jones. We have to be careful with our words and how we say them. True. Couples need to normalize having candid conversations with one another. Communication is key. A simple conversation or a powwow session can erase some of those insecurities and build trust between you and your spouse. I agree. But like I said, it's like Rhonda said, it's up to each individual couple. Some people are okay with the girlfriends going out as a group out of town, spending a week or two or a weekend, whatever. Some girls take spa trips. Hey, let's go to Jersey, which is probably no more than 4 hours away, but they stay down there for the weekend. Who knows? It depends on the individual. We just gonna go do some medi-pedis and get nice spa treatments and, just have a girl's day, because sometimes, us girls, we need to talk. But are you all married? Number one, are you all married, or are you the only married one and everybody else is single? Now, me personally, I would not go on a trip with single women. If they are married, then I would go. If my husband is okay with it and they're married, and he says, sure, baby, it's only a weekend, then I will go. But otherwise, if he's not cool with it, I wouldn't go. And I wouldn't even be mad at him for saying no. Just like he's not going to be mad at me when I tell him no all the time. So I'm just joking, honey. But Angelia, yes, I had a girlfriend whose husband was cheating. And yes, he said he was working, but he was at a hotel. The truck would start. Oh, the truck. No, I meant, okay, it did not start. Wow. He had to call her to get it towed. And she said, why is the truck at a hotel? Wow. See, the lies. Guess what he said? I had to pull over in the hotel parking lot. Wow. So he had his little lie together.
That's a good one.
Yes, that was a good one. It's not funny, but wow. That, you know what? Wow. So he had to pull over. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. That is really sad. My hubby, you can't place all men in the bad boys club just because you have an immature man who violated and don't value their woman. You can't side eye your man. Oh yeah, I agree. I have no reason not to trust my man. We have another caller on the line. Who am I speaking with? 60 seconds or less.
Hi, this is Tawana calling in for the first time ever.
Hey, Tawana.
Hi. I just wanted to I just want to give my 60 seconds. I believe it's healthy for a person to have their sisterhood time and their brotherhood time, and then the couple together, whether they be dating or whether they're married. But I also believe that single and married women can hang out together, because my life is enriched by all my friendships, and there's something to learn from everyone, from each relationship. And if I'm your friend and I see you married or you're coupled up, I'm not going to leave you to do something you shouldn't do to dishonor your relationship with your husband. I'm not that type of friend. I'm a friend to the end. I'm a ride or die, and I'm going to uplift your relationship. Even if I'm single, I'm going to love on your relationship, because I pray to have that kind of relationship, in the future. And it'll be healthy for me to sort of, hear how a married relationship works and how a dating relationship works. I think it's still brotherhood is important. So I don't want to say we shouldn't mix at some point, but we can do it respectfully.
I like what you said, and I agree with some of what you're saying. But see, for us, because I'm married, you and I know you have brunch, a 7 o'clock meal. We don't want to be out at 11 or 12 o'clock midnight. That's not us.
Right.
So we know. So to say, I do have friends that's not married. But like I said, I'm married. He knows. So, and if he had to go out and sit with one of the fellas and maybe he has a message for them or they need to talk or whatever, I'm not going to be mad. I will not, because I trust my husband. And he trusts me. Thanks for your call, Tawana, but I'm about to leave my husband. My time is up, unfortunately. My time is definitely up. It is after 8 o'clock. I thank you for calling. I love you, my sister. But my husband, I don't mind if my wife went out with Gracie, Tawana, or Angie, because they all will be asleep by 9. He calling us old. He's and on that note, oh my God.
You can't handle the truth.
You see how he talks about us? That is not funny. That is not funny. He gets on my nerves. Wait till your show. I'm telling you, I'm going to be a clown just like you when your show comes. Wait, Marcus, you have to be on for his show the following Monday, because you're going to have to do me. You're going to have to put me up there. I thank you all for joining. I am Lady Lisa Flangan with Bigger Facts. If this show has been a blessing to you, you can cash at me at $Futures World. Please help keep this platform going. I love the fact that we can dialogue with one another, and I hope that this has been a blessing to someone, that someone can reach out and just enjoy the show, have fun, live, laugh a little. Laughter is good for the soul. I know sometimes we joke, but it's real dialogues, it's real talk, and I just want everyone to know that just because we laugh and joke on here doesn't mean we're not taking this situation seriously. But we love each and every one of you. Thank you for joining. That's my time. Lady Lisa Flangan. See you in 2 weeks.
You're now listening to
It's the Bigger Facts Show. It's the Bigger Facts Show. It's the Bigger Facts. The Bigger Facts. It's the Bigger Facts Show. It's the Bigger Facts Show. It's the Bigger Facts Show. Bigger Facts. It's the Bigger Facts Show. Hey, it's the Bigger Facts Show. Hey, it's the Bigger Facts. Bigger Facts. Lady Flangan. It's the Bigger Facts Show. Hey, it's the Bigger Facts Show. Come on, it's the Bigger Facts. It's the Bigger Facts. It's the Bigger Facts Show. It's the Bigger Facts Show. Come on, it's the Bigger Facts Show. It's the Bigger Facts. It's the Bigger Facts. It's the Bigger Facts Show. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I cannot with you. You know what? You are not going to be making us look like.
Wait, I'm speaking for the fellas.
He said, I don't mind y'all going out because y'all be sleep by 9. You get on my nerves. You get on my nerves.